Listen, I ain't got time for this.
Don't speak to me like that.
Come and speak to me, yeah? Right, okay, right. You've been causing some issues.
No, he ain't.
He hasn't.
I'm talking to him. Okay, I'm
Oi,
you.
calm yourself down. Calm your attitude down. Speak to the public with respect.
Listen, go away.
I'm telling you to calm down.
Go away.
Yeah, I'm DP audit. Respect.
Thank you.
I'm carrying on all I want. Speak to the public with respect and integrity like you're meant to.
Another unit, please.
Why is there no police here?
Go and speak to the inspector.
You call through now and tell him to send police.
No, you don't tell me what to do, pal.
Oh, shut your attitude up as well,
Right,
you. Wind
go
your
away.
neck in.
Wind
Wind your neck in, yes.
Wind my neck in.
Yeah,
Step
you're
away
the
from me,
police
please.
officer.
Step away from me.
See that? That's a claim and a half. You're getting a claim against you.
Yeah,
You little You're losing your job, you little...
Yeah, you think so?
See that, guys?
That's assault.
Witnesses, yeah?
You do nothing wrong.
You assaulted me.
Right.
On camera.
Otherwise I'll spray you.
Whoa.
Yo, he's off his head. He can't be a copper.
Whoa.
That's... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wind your neck and look how bad he is.
When the auditor questioned the officer's harsh behavior and asked him to calm down, the response was far from professional. Instead of showing restraint, the officer reacted in a way that reflected poorly on the role he represents. Using such physical force, pushing someone to the ground over a verbal exchange, was completely out of proportion and impossible to justify. What makes the situation even more troubling is the attitude behind it. This was not a split-second decision taken in self-defense. It appeared to be a deliberate choice to assert control through physical pressure, simply because his authority was challenged. That is not genuine policing. It is an action fueled by pride rather than responsibility. Police officers are expected to meet criticism with patience and composure, demonstrating that the law is carried out with fairness. Lashing out because of public scrutiny is the opposite of that duty. To make matters worse, this entire incident unfolded in front of ordinary people watching closely. Rather than serving as a positive example of discipline, the officer's actions displayed how damaging it can be when authority is misused instead of managed with accountability.
Go away.
Nah, I'm in public. Shut your mouth and your attitude up. You're a public of the servant, a servant of the public.
Okay.
There's no, you're breaching the peace.
You ain't spraying him.
Okay.
You ain't spraying him. And I'm doing nothing wrong.
No, you're not. You speak to them like that's what you're doing. You don't get to speak to public like that. You don't get to speak to people like you're speaking to him. That's not how your role works. You're a police officer of the law, serving the crowd and serving the people. Respect and integrity. Remember your oath and your college of peace in training. You're absolute disgrace. The way you push me over now, you're getting a claim against you. You're getting sued.
Right.
You should lose your job for that as well.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see, won't we? And you're going to be all over the internet. Do you know how many people are going to see you? You're live now.
Good for you.
Welcome to YouTube, you How about that?
Okay, swear at me once and I'll lock you up.
Higher threshold. Is there any complainants? Is there any complainants for my swearing? Any complainants? Your officers need to arrest you.
Okay.
You assaulted me.
Right.
You need to arrest your fellow officer. Section 26, he just pushed me on the ground, threatened me with power for telling him to rack himself. Now, arrest your officer now.
The auditor is calling for the officer's colleague to face arrest under Section 26 of the Criminal Justice and Courts Act 2015. This law makes it a criminal act for any serving officer to misuse their authority or engage in misconduct while performing official duties. In this instance, the auditor points out that the assault did not occur during a tense arrest or in response to any genuine threat. Instead, it came after the auditor questioned the officer's conduct, raising serious concerns about the abuse of power. The circumstances draw a striking comparison to the case of former South Wales officer Richard Hellaying. He was found guilty under the very same section for exploiting individuals by using his badge as a shield for misconduct. Hellaying's downfall highlighted how easily authority can be twisted for personal motives rather than being exercised to uphold the law. That conviction sent a strong message that such violations are not tolerated, setting a clear standard for accountability within policing. In light of that precedent, this incident raises the pressing question of whether similar legal consequences should now follow, ensuring that the trust placed in officers is not undermined by unchecked misuse of power.
You're online on YouTube, you're going on YouTube, you don't do your jobs correctly, you're going to look like idiots. He's assaulted, assaulted me, mate.
We need to work out what's gone on.
He's pushed me, his foot away like that because he was speaking to him like club and I told him to speak to members of the public respect, like you're meant to and professionally, and that is the worst example. He needs to be fired, he's getting sued or we're putting a claim against him. That was outrageous. Arrest him. Arrest him. Do your job. The College of Policing tells you to arrest him.
You need to relax. You need to calm down.
You need to arrest him.
You hear? You need to talk to me. Tell me what's going on. So obviously dealing with.
He was talking to him, and the way he was speaking to him was disgusting. The way you do not speak to members of the public like that. The way he was disgusting. Everything about him was disgusting. He's going to get. Do you know how many views he's going to do online now?
Well,
He'll go viral with the way that was. That was one of the worst situations I've ever seen. I've done this for a year now. You need to arrest him.
Okay, well, we're not going to arrest him. But
You're not going to arrest your colleague when he's just broke the law and assaulted a member of the public.
But you're entitled to make.
What does your College of Policing teach you at the beginning? When you call your officers? No, you listen to me. He has assaulted me and broke the law.
Listen to you. You're entitled to make a complaint online.
You're getting sued, mate.
Okay.
Look at him. Look
Number
at him.
one lesson: don't come in my personal space.
Rather than addressing the concerns raised or responding to the auditor's legal argument, the officer shifted the focus to himself, acting as though his own comfort outweighed the public's right to transparency and accountability. This response is troubling, especially given that officers are specifically trained to stay calm and controlled in moments of pressure. Claiming personal space is not a valid defense for physical aggression, particularly from someone entrusted with enforcing the law fairly. The mindset on display here is one where discomfort is treated as an excuse for force. That approach is not about ensuring safety, it is about exerting power. When faced with scrutiny, the officer had several options available. He could have de-escalated the situation, offered a professional explanation, or simply walked away. Instead, he chose to push the auditor to the ground, later justifying his actions with a rule that appeared to have no real basis. Such behavior does not align with the standards of policing. It reflects a misuse of authority that crosses into misconduct. When an officer turns accountability into confrontation, the role of protector is replaced with that of aggressor, and the trust between the public and law enforcement suffers serious damage.
Look at him.
Okay.
Right, identify yourself.
7459.
Name, station.
Okay, don't need to give money.
Yes, you do.
No.
3 forms. You've used your powers against me. 3 forms of identification.
Don't point at me.
I'll point like all I want.
Don't point at me.
No.
Yeah.
3 forms of identification. You're going to push me again, are you?
If you can put in my space, yes.
Oh, you're in my space now. What would happen if I
Well, what
pushed
I'm
you?
doing, well, you can try.
Ah, see what I mean?
Yeah.
See this, people?
Yeah.
You're welcome to YouTube.
Have a good day.
What's name and fucking station
Have a
as
good
well?
day, sir.
Name and station. I don't know. On his name and station, he's got to give 3 forms of identification.
According to the College of Policing guidelines, every officer is required to state their name, rank, and station when asked, especially in situations involving the use of force. This is not an optional gesture of politeness, it is a safeguard built into policing standards to protect the public and ensure accountability. When an officer withholds that information, it denies people the very tools they need to seek justice, and in this case, the officer had already crossed a serious line by using physical force. His decision to then conceal his identity only deepens the concern. By making himself untraceable in the aftermath of violence, he undermines the principles of transparency and erodes the trust that communities are supposed to place in those who police them. For members of the public, accountability begins with knowing who is responsible for an action. Without that basic transparency, misconduct slips through the cracks, and the systems designed to protect fairness collapse. Refusing to identify himself after such a serious incident is not just dismissive, it appears deliberate. That choice transforms a breach of professionalism into a calculated act that is impossible to defend.
Have a good day. You ain't going to have a good day when it follows through on you. Welcome to YouTube as well.
Thank you.
Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at the state of him.
Really?
Yeah, the state here.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Absolute.
Swear at me again, I'll lock you up.
Because you can't use a higher threshold. You can't lock me up for that.
Really?
Yeah, section 5.
Really? You think so? That's it, you can walk him back.
See, he was going to arrest me, guys. Will, sort him out, man. He's horrible, mate.
Right, how's it going?
Him, he pushed me over there. His attitude stinks. He's threatening to arrest me, power spray me.
Right.
The opposite of you. He needs to be sacked. He needs to be arrested. He should be arrested by fellow officers under your College of Policing to protect members of the public. He should be arrested for that.
Let's be absolutely clear. At this point, the auditor had just been assaulted. He was visibly shaken, physically hurt, and understandably angry. His emotional outburst, including the use of strong language, was not harassment. It was a raw expression of distress in the immediate aftermath of being harmed by someone in a position of public trust. To label that as disorderly is to ignore the context entirely. Yet the officer's response was not one of calm professionalism. Instead, he issued a direct threat, "Swear at me again and I'll lock you up." That reaction was not only disproportionate, it was abusive. Officers are trained precisely for these moments. They are expected to withstand verbal criticism, remain composed when tensions rise, and use de-escalation rather than intimidation. The law itself recognizes this by holding those in uniform to a higher standard of conduct. This was not a slip in judgment or a momentary lapse. What unfolded demonstrated a deeper issue, a lack of remorse, an absence of self-awareness, and a disregard for the responsibilities that come with authority. Threatening to arrest a victim for expressing the pain of being assaulted does not neutralize the harm, it compounds it. Instead of restoring order, the officer's reaction magnified the initial abuse and further eroded the public's trust in the very system meant to protect them.
You should have arrested him.
As you know,
You should have arrested him. Wait till you see the footage.
we can't arrest anyone, as you know. As a piece
You
of
can't know. They should have arrested him.
So what you can do, if you want to make a complaint.
Well, I've never
there is a
experienced
process.
anything like him.
Well, I haven't seen
Ever,
it.
mate.
I hear what you said.
Ever. You know I'm sound with you when it's a sound.
So you know what
I've
I'm
never
doing?
experienced
Let me
that.
just say one thing.
He is a dangerous police officer. He should not be in the
one thing
police.
to
You should not be in the police. You are a dangerous police officer. You are a dangerous police officer. You should not be in a front-facing role. You should not be going out to the public. You are disgusting. You are a shame.
Stand back.
Shameful. Shameful. You should not be a front-facing officer to the public. You are a danger to the public, my friend. You're the reason people like me exist, because of people like you.
You know that as well as me, this place is covered in cameras. Okay? So, ergo, if you have a complaint, and you're an auditor, you probably feel.
I've got it on film, yeah, I will.
Mr. What can I call you?
Just call me DP.
DP.
Or Paul, call me Paul, call me Paul.
So, if you want to make a complaint, which really you are, whatever happened will be covered in cameras, won't it?
Yeah, he cannot be in a role as a police officer, I'm sorry.
What I would suggest...
I'm not having a go at you, that was outrageous.
What I would suggest is, after an incident like that, our adrenaline is high, which can lead to action...
When you see the footage, there's no excuse for his behaviour then. Initially.
Whatever's happened is happened.